top left-hand corner. There it goes. Hey, y'all, we are
There
back.
go. Hey.
Yeah.
We are back. We are back.
No more clicking.
Jennifer has an announcement to make.
I have a horrible announcement. Y'all, I got so excited to be able to talk to my brother about Cameron and Mace because I've really been enjoying their content for a while now.
Yeah.
And Jonathan is just getting into it. And I got excited. And then, Tyrone came. It's another moment of happiness and joy.
Yes.
Just
Shout
looking
out
at
to
us on the
Tyrone.
screen together. We look so good together in our
y'all
brain.
do.
Lord knows we did not plan this. Don't tell nobody. We didn't plan this. We didn't know.
Certainly did not.
And then I wanted to get off of this here StreamYard on my cellular phone device that I was using to connect with you, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just, getting out of it, I just turned off the whole stream. And what's funny, it has a two-time authorization thing. In stream, okay, in, and end again. I ended it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
I ended it all by myself. And
oh no.
I would like to give some appreciation to Robin. She says Tyrone equals tech support. Apparently, yeah, because he had to fix that. I ain't know what's going on. And Robin said, "Baby, come back." After I turned us off.
Yes.
And she says, "Gonna go out and come back in." And Bianca was like, "What the hell happened?"
So let's get into the story again. So yes, Jim Jones last week, he was in an interview and the interview he was asking him because the interviewer was saying that he was too young to understand the relationship or friendship between Cameron and Mace. And Jim Jones went on to say, them niggas ain't never been friends. Mason said so many backwards and foul things about Cameron and this and that and this and that. And Cameron on his podcast with Mace with popcorn, and it was a big bucket of popcorn.
It was a bucket of Regal movie theater popcorn.
Yes, it was the biggest bucket you could buy at the movie theater, and he was just munching it up and cackling and hee-hawing and whatnot. And Cameron was like, "You was a fan, my nigga. You was a fan." And and the funniest thing that Cameron said to me was, how niggas who are from Harlem try to prove that they're from Harlem. Like that was like, dang, like only New York niggas could say something like that. Like, that's real. And it was just hilarious to me. And it really does make me want to go back and watch some of it because those two, like Cameron seems to be like a serious dude, whereas Mace seems like to be more the jokester of the duo.
He is a jokester.
Yeah, and it was just hilarious to me the fact that Mace had a bucket of popcorn. Mace didn't have to say nothing. Like Mace didn't have to say a word
and
because
he was
munching. Jim Jones was talking about Mace like a dog, and Mace did not have to say a word. Cameron spoke up for his brother, and like it was everything. It was everything. Jennifer, go proceed, girl. Proceed.
I love how you really can't come for a dude that knows you.
Right, exactly.
And we been knewed you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, how dare you do your best to try to come for us in this way and say these crazy things, knowing that we not only out here listening, but we also have a very popular podcast that's
extremely popular. The streets is listening, honey, to that podcast. Okay?
Listening hard. So I will personally look for some clips for you, look for some events because this is not the first time they have gone viral with the things that they're talking about. I really enjoy them because they talk like some real niggas. It's some New York. I love it.
Real New York.
Successful with money and can keep and is able to keep things real. And it's like I feel like I get the real side of the entertainment business, at least from back then, from them. I never had a full like for Cameron and Mace like that, but I love their camaraderie, their friendship. You can see it's a true friendship because they go at each other They might need some time away from each other, and they come
Right.
back like real
Yeah.
brothers do. So
Okay.
it's I love that for them, and I'm excited to see what else they had to come out with, because when people come against them, it's like, yo,
Yeah, they hit them right in the jugular where
they
they
hit them
need to be hit.
hard every single
And
time.
I have to say this, in my opinion, they have a better show than Joe Biden.
Absolutely.
Say that again, Tyrone.
Over and
Please do
over.
say that
Much
again.
better show
Okay.
than Joe Biden.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because all they do on the Joe Budden podcast is yell about stuff, give commentary that makes you want to that makes you scrunch up your eyebrows like,
what?
Roll your eyes, make you want to turn off the podcast, make you want to say, why am I listening to Joe Budden to begin with?
Which is why they had to add some people that make sense on there, because it's not Joe Budden per se, though he be talking crazy sometimes, because he's smart enough to be on the right side of history sometimes on Joe Budden. Sometimes. But it's the other two dudes that are like friends of his. It's like, this dude is delusional.
Right.
Did you wake up thinking like this?
Did you know what was going on?
What?
Right.
Are you serious?
So yeah, I really enjoy Cameron and them. So I think you may even want to just go to YouTube and just look for their podcast and see some of the most viewed stuff.
Right.
They have more things like that. And especially like, once again, the things that Mace has said, as well as Cameron, they're some talkers, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That and it shows that's how much a part of hip hop is.
Truly intelligent talkers.
Oh, yes. And I've always
they
kind
make
of
some valid points.
I've never really thought highly of Jim Jones, but now the Jim Jones discourse in my brain is even lower than it was before. Now that we have heard the truth through and through. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Mace.
Why do you guys think Jim said that to begin with? Like, I don't understand why, especially if he knows Cameron, and that makes me think like he must not know this nigga that well. Like he must, or unless he knew him, knowing that Cameron would clap back. And he thought he would get some clicks and some views, and get a little bit more clout. You know what I'm saying, out of it, but not good clout.
Maybe he doesn't care whether the clout is bad or not. I don't know. But I enjoyed what came of it.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. I will never get that image of Mace munching on his Regal popcorn. That will never leave my mind.
That's going to be a meme.
Did he have shades on?
No, he had his regular glasses on.
He has glasses on. Okay.
Yeah.
I just loved how he not only was munching, but he was just giggling.
Oh, them giggles that's the 2025 meme of the year.
Right.
Mace
already
giggling. Okay.
With the huge bucket of Regal popcorn. And I know before he came to record that day,
well, he practiced
either he had I know he had to practice that. I know he had to say, hey, go and give me some popcorn from the movie theater so I can a big one, the biggest one they got.
I gotta sit here and endure this. Let's go.
Popcorn didn't even have to be hot, honey. I'm my
no. Come on.
Oh no.
Come on, let's do this.
Oh no.
Because he knew it was about to be some foolishness. I'm sure as soon as he saw whatever, and then of course I didn't know Jim Jones even talking out in these streets. Period. Much less.
I mean, he was on Drink Champs.
I never would have known, baby. Once again, I never would have known. I understand Drink Champs and everything, but I ain't listening for no Jim Jones Drink Champs. Let's keep it funky. I'd rather listen for his mama than Jim Jones.
Oh.
Okay. Psychotic. Physicotic. Yes.
Okay. Say hey to Mamir.
Hey, Mamir. Thank you so much for being here, my love. Thank you so much, our Canadian sister with a kitty cat, honey. Okay. Anyways, let's get into our last story, and probably, well, I don't know if this story was bigger than the Jim Jones story, but the House of Representatives not the House of Representatives, but there was a committee meeting, and they were speaking of no longer allowing trans people of the trans experience, to participate in athletics and sports. And so Representative Jasmine Crockett got into a back and forth with a Representative Nancy Mace. She was referring to Nancy Mace, saying, "Well, this person says trans this and trans that," and she's talking about all this trans stuff when they are of no whatever the case may be. They're not of anything against you. They're not doing anything to you. What are they doing to you to have their identity in your mouth all of the time? And then Nancy came up and said, no. First, Jasmine said child. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even referring to her as a child, which that's the way that Nancy took it.
But that's the African American experience.
That is our vernacular. We say child and girl and please and honey
With an E.
and sister girl and honey child
Chile.
and all this good stuff. Chile, yes, exactly.
Yes,
And,
that's what it was.
and Nancy had the nerve and the gall to say, we can take this outside with her crucifix earrings on. By the way, she had on crucifix earrings on, but she said, meet me outside,
girl.
Like for the non-Black person to say, meet me outside.
Girl,
Jasmine Crockett wins yet again, and I cannot help but to think that Jasmine Crockett must feel like such a loner in those spaces. Feel like I don't know, because no one really kind of comes to her support or comes to her defense necessarily in those spaces.
This time, they do. They do. It's just that they don't get as much shine as her.
Gotcha.
But her constituents certainly back her up. She's not by herself. It's all right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But I thought that this was wild, and Jasmine came out on top. Who comes out looking like the fool in this scenario? It's Miss Nancy Mace. I don't even know what state she represents. I don't
South Carolina.
Don't care.
Mm-hmm. And I know you were talking about earlier. I know you were talking about earlier the fight that was in of the senator child.
What did y'all think when y'all saw this fight, and what were your thoughts on it?
I died. Oh my God, I died.
I just feel like
I absolutely died. Meet me outside.
For me, it's just an eye roll. It's an eye roll situation.
For real.
To be honest, I am very much so. I'm appreciative of Jasmine.
Okay.
I am appreciative. Kitty also. Ooh, wow! I don't even know where that came from. My God, thank you, Jesus.
Oh.
I appreciate her because she will not stand down
at all. Never.
And that is a blessing. That is a gift. Mm-hmm. She will not stand down, and has so much intelligence, and that mouth is vicious.
Vicious.
No, excuse me. Corporate vicious. You hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
She is trained and ready to go.
She is like she's like a higher powered or a more dignified Candace Dillard, in my opinion.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she got the mouth, but she got the class to go along with
and
it.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, and common sense. Yes, absolutely. Because she's never crossed the line. Like, because a lot of these other people, they love to cross lines, but Jasmine don't never cross the line. She just speaks the truth.
Because even when she talking about the bad body built bush body, even when she said that, there was nothing that she said. And it's like, if it was literally anybody else saying that, they would have called her a B word in the same alliteration.
Okay.
But
another B word. Another B word. Because
another B word.
Body built, bad.
Beach body.
Okay. They would have added the curse B word.
Okay.
But she is very trained. Witty. Her tongue is trained to walk that line.
Well, she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer, so it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
She's trained to walk that line and not cross it, because of course, as soon as she would have said B, they were hoping that she said B word.
They were.
They were.
They were.
But no, and I love it. I love every
I
bit of
love it
it.
too.
God bless her and her constituents and the people that vote for her.
I
I try to vote for her if it wasn't voter fraud.
Okay.
oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah. I
Absolutely.
definitely pray for her vernacular
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
to increase.
Yes.
May the spirit of this God's thesaurus be embedded into her heart
Yeah.
always.
And I love how she's getting more and more interview slots.
Oh
People are
yeah,
interviewing her
Mhm.
more
yeah,
and more. I'm seeing her
oh
on
yeah.
different things. So I love all of that. Um, Robin says Representative Crockett introduced preservation of civil rights. Then
Yes.
Mace centered the issue on trans rights.
Mhm.
That's when Jasmine retorted with "chow," and
Mm-hmm.
and then that response from Mace was incredibly Caucasian.
Very. Very.
It's, and I know she ain't said like child. I know she ain't said nothing. Like, I know she said child. I know she said it the right way. There should not
She
have been
did.
any misconstruence of what was going on. But that
No,
she answered in the most Caucasian of ways. Y'all
Because
hit
in
the
that
like
instance, she
button.
wasn't even referring to Mace while saying
no,
child. That's
she
just
wasn't.
a
Exactly.
child. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just an off comment in the midst of your comment. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like that also shows that she's looking for a way, looking for an out, looking for a way to get at her and be able to say something to her, because
Hmm.
she Representative Crockett ain't going against people just to be going against people. You know
No,
what I'm
No,
saying? But I know
no,
they don't like her though, because she
they
speaks
don't.
too much and she's too intelligent for the
because
people.
she speaks truth
Hmm.
and she's fighting on the behalf of the people.
Jasmine Crockett is the representation of the reason why a lot of why a lot of those who are against those of us in the African American community are against us in the African American community because of people like Jasmine Crockett, because
Mhm.
of the potential that we have to
A
be great.
threat.
And a
Absolutely.
threat. And Jasmine Crockett is a threat to their
She
local
certainly
leader.
And
is.
she has not been bested yet.
And
And she never will be.
I feel like I feel like she's really going to come up in the ranks in the future.
Hmm.
I feel like she's going to have more opportunity in higher positions in the future.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
And I don't believe she would even need to stop at Senate. I believe she's going to have like a high ranking position in the White House eventually. I
Like
believe that's coming.
as a secretary of some
Something,
something.
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 She gonna have something. I believe it with my whole heart because she's what my prayer for government is that they are thinking about the people.
Right.
Right,
She
right,
fights
right,
for the people,
Right.
right.
and she's
Not
very
this
vocal.
DEI propaganda.
Yeah, yeah, and she's so intelligent. I love her. God bless her, and may her hair be forever laid
Oh
in
yeah,
Jesus' name.
Okay. Because it's
like
always
she
what done.
done.
Okay.
D-O-N-E, honey. I hope she has plenty of favor all up in and through Washington
Right.
because
And I don't think that she gets her hair done just to get it done.
mm-mm,
And not just because she wants to look good, because she knows if she comes in there looking any old kind of way, they will find any excuse to say something about her. Any
okay,
excuse that
Yeah,
what you won't
okay,
talk about is my hair. What you won't talk
okay,
about is this mug. Okay.
because
What
it
you
is
won't
what
talk
yeah,
about
done.
is this.
right,
It's done,
It's
honey.
done,
Okay.
right, right.
top and bottom row. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I totally I really like her.
I do too.
I like everything that she's saying, everything that she contributes. And to be honest, I do feel like there's a lot of things changing as far as the people of life coming together. Can I quickly speak on TikTok, if you don't
Yes.
mind?
Yes, please do.
The wonderful thing that is happening on TikTok, though we are technically in its last few days,
Mhm.
it's set to be done on the 19th, I believe.
Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Sunday the 19th. Um, of course, everybody is, excuse me, not everybody, but the president and the president elect is talking about trying to hold on to TikTok,
Right.
which I think is wonderful. But one thing that has happened before TikTok has even gone away, as the threat still looms,
Hmm.
people started getting on this app called Red Note, Jonathan.
Okay.
Red Note is a Chinese application.
Mm.
Jonathan, sorry. Let me go ahead and say. Dustin says, "Have a good night, love. I love you. I'll
Love you
see you
too,
on
Dustin.
Monday.
Love
Love you
you. See ya.
guys." And Mamira says, "Good night." I know she meant good. Okay. Anyway,
Good night.
to Dustin, but it is a Chinese application, right?
Hmm.
And their argument for getting rid of TikTok is basically saying it's Chinese, it's only half Chinese, and it's basically saying that these people on TikTok are taking all of our data and stuff like that,
And
people are
spying
taking
on us.
spying on us and stuff like that. So America's kind of petty,
Okay.
petty.
Yes. And
So
paranoid.
Oh yeah.
uh, petty and paranoid, but the petty part of this, Jonathan,
Hmm.
like I said, the Red Note application is a Chinese application,
100%.
100% Chinese. You know what these Americans are doing, and I love it. They have gone over to China. They said, "Hello, I'm looking for my Chinese data recipient, my my Chinese spy that's been looking over me."
Wow.
Saying hello to the people, trying to integrate.
Wow.
People are learning Chinese, trying to, getting the pronunciations and things of that nature, getting acclimated. The Chinese people are asking questions of the Americans. Basically, think of it like this, Jonathan.
Hmm.
What's your favorite application to scroll on?
Instagram.
So you're on Instagram.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a bunch of Chinese people started coming onto Instagram. Now, Instagram, that wouldn't work. Can I tell you why? Because
Why?
Instagram people are mean.
Yeah.
You see, but TikTok is more nice, more family oriented, more community building, right?
Right. Of course.
So it's like if millions of Chinese people came on to TikTok to join because their government is saying that America is doing wrong by them.
Right. Obviously.
Yeah, so I love this coming together. So many people are starting to realize that there isn't a whole lot of aught between the Chinese people in America. It's
Hmm.
just the propaganda that we're being fed.
Right.
And I think out of all this, even if TikTok goes, I think this is just the most wonderful thing that has happened in the midst of it. People's minds are being changed about so many people. And what's even funnier, because you know how unfortunately some Caucasian people like to make things their own or be upset or some of the Chinese people are asking, okay, if you're white American, I'm gonna need y'all to go.
Right. Yes.
Colonizer.
Because they're trying to no, don't do
Go back to where you came from. Okay.
okay. Because a lot of the nice ones, we're all just trying to assimilate and be nice and find out about your culture and how do you say this in Chinese or Mandarin. People are really going in and even some of the Chinese people, they giving the American people their homework. Can you help me out with my homework, please? God bless my English
Wow.
homework.
Wow.
So it's really
Camaraderie.
it's really beautiful to see. It really is. Go ahead.
UNITY.
Okay.
Yes.
And,
Absolutely.
and even the Chinese folks, they see it as well. Us being able to come together, see other people's culture, see how people live, see just pictures of families, people saying that you have to pay a tax. People are not realizing they're talking about a cat tax. You know what a cat tax is, Jonathan?
No, never heard of it.
Show me a picture of your cat. That's all I need.
Wow.
Oh, excuse me. Not the bad cat. I'm talking about your actual cat. The cat is in your home. The animal,
Not the kitty cat.
not that kitty cat. I'm talking about animal moving forward. Robin says TikTok is bound to go the way of Twitter. Musk wants to buy it. TikTok is sponsoring one of the inaugural balls, but China is a problem.
Yeah.
Why'd you say
When
China?
I heard that,
It's like
how you got the sponsoring the inaugural ball, but you wanted to get rid of.
And as soon as it came out that Elon was trying to purchase it, then there's reports immediately after saying, yeah, that's not true. But it's like, I don't know.
It wasn't surprising.
He did try to purchase
so it just didn't work out.
But the owners and leaders of TikTok said, no.
Well, you know what he did to TikTok. Excuse me, not TikTok. You know what he did to Twitter.
We saw what you did with the X.
Okay,
Twitter. No.
Right.
And people still call it Twitter to this day. Out of
forever call it Twitter. Why would they call it anything else?
Ron said which half is Chinese. No, the mama. Robin also says, I do believe that is a spy apparatus. Absolutely. But let me tell you something. I saw one video with one dude that had a whole binder, and he said, here's my data and information. Here you go, China. People don't care because the problem is that Facebook and Instagram is doing it too.
Right.
Meta has been doing it for years.
And I didn't make that clear. That's the reason why everybody was saying, just go to Instagram and stuff, that would be. But no, they mean over there. They don't want the algorithm ain't right over there.
Now that you said it,
they go over. We're going over to the Chinese people because apparently they're doing something right over there.
Now that you said it, when I think about Instagram is more a selfish platform. It's all about
like
me.
High school to me.
It's very much like high school.
Yeah. But TikTok is more about building a community, which is why you can get like a whole lot of followers. I heard somebody talk about how they have 1 million plus on TikTok, where they only have maybe like 100,000, and it's mostly the people that have met, have seen. You don't expand on an
Instagram.
app like Instagram, which is why it's not even an option for some people.
Honestly,
because Instagram is literally a popularity contest. Literally a popularity contest.
That's the same thing for Facebook
I don't scroll on there.
It's the same thing on Facebook.
I don't scroll Instagram like
that. I think I would have to say it like this. I don't mean it harsh in a way. But Mark Zuckerberg, you have peaked in both of your platforms. There's no more room for you to grow because the culture that you have created there,
the culture, yes,
will not allow it.
It's not about camaraderie. It's about look at you and look at this, and there's always an issue. Those that comment thing is horrible.
No, Instagram is all about look at me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Girl, I saw one girl, she posted she said did a TikTok. She said, I put a TikTok on TikTok, got all kinds of likes and shares and all that stuff on TikTok, but on Instagram, people are cussing me out. And I went ahead and put down the video because you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The algorithm on TikTok helps you find your people. And that is not happening with the Facebooks and all that stuff. But let me go ahead and do these comments real quick. Robin says, I do believe that it's spy apparatus. She says, did you know that Rupert Murdoch had to become an American citizen in order to own Fox? Wow. That sounds about right.
It does.
Robin says, I haven't gotten hooked on the TikTok. I wish
Me
you
either,
did,
Robin. But I'll get there eventually.
It's the algorithm.
Yeah.
It's the algorithm. You find your people. If you like to see singing will be all up and down your timeline, your For You page. If I'm telling you, it's so easy to not only cultivate your algorithm, but also change it as well. If you've seen too much of something, you can change it easily. She also says, I predict Musk will buy it. New form of state censored media propaganda. If he buys it, nobody's going to use it. They're going to continue to stay on Douyin, aka, well, not Douyin, but
Red Note.
The Red Note. Like they ain't going to go for that. Robin says, and President Biden is right. We are morphing into an oligarchy.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that.
Oligarchy.
Okay. Look at all the billionaire cabinet picks and how the big kahuna Gates, Bezos, Zuckerberg, and Cook are cozying up to Trump. And also on top of that, everybody that's voting against TikTok has money, stocks, shares in Meta.
Yeah. Yeah.
They see what's going on, which is why they're not going to Meta, which is why their stock is falling.
Right.
And Ramir says, I just use IG to talk to people. I'm not even sure how to how to post a story. Girl, don't worry about that.
I'm starting to consider fan base after looking at it and all the things that I've been hearing about it and what potential it has.
It has potential, but it needs more time for it to get to what
absolutely.
the people
I would
want.
say it would definitely need
fan
more
base
time.
is another application that people are
Black
saying
owned.
could and it's Black owned.
Okay.
That could replace TikTok, but it has some ways to go, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
But I'm this close to downloading. I'm this close to downloading Red Note.
Yeah, because when I looked at Lemonade is not the business.
It isn't either.
It's not.
And then
you want to hype it
it's
up
going to go too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So the what they're saying is the backup. It's gonna go too. So
it's not.
I'm about to be having a Chinese app on my application. I'm sorry, on my phone.
On your cellular phone.
You know, me.
Hey, that's life. But if I want what I want, I'm gonna find it. And I think they're going to eventually split it up to where they have an American version.
Yeah.
But I know that's not going to last either. If this gets taken down, we'll see. But I'm sorry, I just wanted to speak my piece on that.
It's okay. It's all right. Thank y'all so much for joining us. And again, we do apologize for the technical issues, but we're so glad that you stuck with us. We appreciate all, as Tyrone points to Jennifer, but we appreciate all of y'all for joining us. Jennifer and Tyrone, please give us your social media contacts real quick.
All right. You got it, Jenny?
Sure. Go ahead and connect with us at Faithful Warrior Ministries. We go live every single Saturday, faithfully at 10-ish a.m. Go ahead and join us. And y'all, we have, thanks to this one, we have finally scheduled everything to come out on Mondays and Wednesdays, our scheduled shows on Faithful Warrior Ministries. So look out for newly premiered stuff coming out on there. For that channel. So go ahead and subscribe to Faithful Warrior Ministries, and you'll be able to catch our recorded stuff. And wait, hold on. Oh, there you go, Ty.
It's me. It's your boy, Mr. TD McCullum. You can follow me on Instagram for now, Facebook for now. I am on TikTok for now. And I have 2 channels on TikTok, actually. Spiritually .TD McCullum and Mr. TD McCullum.
Thank you. I am the Light of the Leo. Go ahead and follow me at the Light of the Leo here on YouTube, as well as as well as TikTok and Instagram and all that good stuff. Yeah, I might start to lean more towards YouTube anyway. Mm-hmm. Though it is Google own, at least they ain't doing a Zuckerberg.
Nah, they're
so
not doing it.
God bless. Yes, Jonathan. Go ahead.
And before I give my social media contacts, I want to shout out to Barbie. Barbie has released an Aaliyah doll on her birthday, and that Aaliyah doll, I put it in the chat, in Hot Topics chat. So go look for it. It's a replication of her One in a Million outfit. And it just looks beautiful. It looks just like Aaliyah. The hair is right. The outfit is right. It's everything. And it's so amazing to me that a company like Barbie would do something like this for a Black artist, an integral R&B artist like Aaliyah. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. But y'all looking at it now?
Yeah,
as a Aaliyah fan,
isn't it everything, y'all?
That
is it not
everything? It is gorgeous. Absolutely,
they did a really good job with her face and everything.
Yes.
It looks amazing. So shout out to Barbie for bigging up our sisters. I'm speechless about that. I don't know how that came about, but I'm so glad it did. And so shout out to Barbie
Somebody talking to the
for
right people.
Right, exactly,
Hearts to
exactly.
wealth.
But anyways, you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is jojo_speaks 3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $Jonathan Lee 07. That's $JONATHAN 07. Thank you all so much for joining us for this evening of Hot Topics and Social Commentary. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say bye for now, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend and stay warm out there. It's still cold out that door, y'all. See y'all later.
Bye.